Now, Kosovo-Albanian leaders say they will immediately start talks with their Western backers on steps leading to a declaration of independence from Serbia and subsequent international recognition. It comes as December the 10th marks the official deadline of the 4-month negotiations over Kosovo's status. Our correspondent in Belgrade, Igor Gorodnev, says the EU is now likely to take a leading role in whatever happens next.
They have waited months to make history on this day. December 10th, the deadline for diplomatic negotiations has passed. Now it's down to the people of Kosovo to voice their demands.
All what we want is independence now, right now. We want from our leaders to do that now. And we want from the United Nations community to accept that, to accept our independence now.
Kosovo's political leaders agree and say it will soon become a fully fledged country. But they will not go it alone. In the 4 months of the Troika negotiations, the European Union and US representatives unsuccessfully tried to persuade Russia to accept a solution that would take Kosovo out of limbo. Despite officially remaining a part of Serbia, Kosovo has been administered by the UN since NATO stepped in to stop a brutal conflict between the Albanians and Serbs in 1999. Although some fear the creation of a Kosovar state would set off a raft of similar demands from other ethnic minorities, all EU countries bar Cyprus are set to endorse its independence.
I think it's clear to everyone that despite the really outstanding efforts of the Troika, despite those efforts, the gulf between the sides has not been bridged. And now the European Union has to fulfill its responsibilities.
Over 90% of Kosovo's population is Albanian. Yet more than 100,000 Serbs will find themselves in a minority in the new country. Serbia also regards Kosovo as its historical heartland, and Belgrade has remained defiant about the prospect of independence.
Well, it is not inevitable. Well, because we must speak about the final status on Kosovo, and who is not ready to speak, he or she is ready for violence.
Igonija Bokic lives in a Serb enclave several miles outside Pristina. 3 years ago, dozens of Serbs died and thousands were driven out in clashes with Albanians. She's afraid of independence.
The situation is becoming very difficult, and especially for old people like me. We do not know what we'll do, but I think everybody is waiting to hear from Serbia at what will they say. Do we leave or not? But even if we go there, Serbia is a very poor country, so really I don't know what we'll do.
Kosovo's status will next be discussed at the UN on December 19th. And although there have been no serious clashes so far, NATO has stepped up its military presence. Moreover, Serbia has promised to take countermeasures if Kosovo does declare independence. On Belgrade's main shopping street, it's been business as usual. December the 10th certainly hasn't been the cataclysmic occasion that many have hoped for or feared. But for Kosovo, this is not the end of the story, but the beginning of another chapter. Igor Gorodnev, Russia Today, Belgrade.